Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, YouTubers of all ages, it's your boy Ches the Hitman Styles, and I am back once again to give you some info of more wrestling. Specifically what happened tonight on NXT. So, sorry about that. Let's talk about what happened tonight. In the opening of NXT, Carnage went out throughout the Full Sail University parking lot. Actually, cameraman was rolling. Sanity, because according to who was down on the ground, two members of Sanity, which happened to be the new NXT Tag Team Champions, they're down laying on the ground. Security was laying down on the ground. William Regal came out and was wondering what happened, and security saw three men walking away from the scene, and it's quite obvious that those three men happened to be Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole, baby. It turns out that those three wanted to run rush shots on everyone like the Shield used to do. Back when the Shield were together in WWE, well, these three guys want to be somewhat like the Shield, but they're doing their own thing. Anyway, that was just the opening on NXT. Now, to kick things off on NXT, we kick things off with the new NXT champion, Drew McIntyre, who talked about that this was his life. He talked about this was his life. For 17 years, all the ups and downs, of bumps and bruises and cuts and sacrifices he went through for this very moment, holding up the NXT championship and saying, "This is not my NXT, this is our NXT." And he did, sorry guys, allergies, and he did make a point. As long as he's champion, he knows right then and there that he was a target. And he also talked about how he was a target after his celebration on NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, when he was ambushed and attacked by Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole. So what he did was he laid down the championship and told anyone this: if you want a title shot, all you have to do is come through the ramp, walk through those ropes, look me dead in the eyes, and say you want to fight. Then came Roderick Strong. Now, Roderick Strong came out and told Drew McIntyre, "Hey, you did the one thing that I couldn't do. You beat Bobby Roode for the NXT title, and you're right, Drew McIntyre. That title does make you a target. I mean, I saw what happened on NXT TakeOver, but I don't care. I don't care about what happened then, and I don't care about what happened now. All I care about is me, my family, and that NXT title. So when I am through with Bobby Roode, I'm coming for that NXT title." And Drew McIntyre said, "See, that's what I'm talking about. You came down and faced me, wanted to fight me like a man. I just hope that you're ready to be knocked out like a man." And then he walked away holding up his championship. And next match came down. It was Divas competition. It was Ruby Riott, who looks somewhat like Paige a little bit, going up against the sexy Australian Peyton Royce. Now, 3 weeks ago on NXT, Ruby Riott got a victory over Peyton Royce BFF Billie Kay. And after that match, there was some harsh words from Peyton Royce saying, "You will never be iconic." So yeah, the match between Peyton Royce and Ruby Riott, it was a good match. It was pretty good. went back and forth, and then Ruby Riott had Peyton Royce on the run. Peyton Royce went out of the ring. Billie Kay tried to call for a timeout. Ruby Riott wasn't having that, so what she do? She soared through the ropes doing a suicide dive, hitting both of them, throwing Peyton Royce back into the ring. Peyton Royce crawled over the other side, grabbing grabbing part of the ring, the ring apron. When Ruby Riott was pulling Peyton Royce held on in the ring. Referee caught that, and while the referee was trying to tell Peyton Royce, you can't hold on to part of the ring like that, that led to a distraction of Billie Kay pulling Ruby Riott from the ring, giving her that signature maneuver, big boot, which she calls it the Shades of K. And believe me, folks, after that big boot, the Shades of K, after that big boot, Ruby Riott, she was all but knocked out. Then Peyton Royce using her tall height, dragging her back in the ring, doing that fisherman suplex with a beautiful bridge, and got the 1, 2, 3. But like I said before, folks, Ruby Riott was knocked out before she even got back in the ring, before she even suffered that fisherman suplex. And afterwards, William Regal was being interviewed of what went down in the parking lot when Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly attacked everyone, including Sanity, just to send them a message saying, "We are here in NXT." In comes Cassius Ohno, who's an NXT original, and told William Regal that next week, I want to get my hands on Hideo Itami. And knowing Hideo Itami, he's going to do the same thing that he did last time. So he only asked William Regal for one request to make the match a no disqualification match. And William Regal said, well, you know what? We know Cassius Ohno. I'm glad you came in. And you are right about Hideo Itami. So next week, you will get your match against Hideo Itami next week. And as far as your no disqualification match goes, if that's the match you want it, you got it. So I can't wait to see that match. And also, the NXT Women's Champion Asuka returns to discuss her future on NXT, but we already know what happened in her future on NXT. I mean, we saw it on social media, we saw it on WWE Network. So yeah, for those of y'all who have WWE Network, we already know what's gonna happen. And for those of y'all who don't know, Asuka may be making her final appearance on NXT next week to relinquish her NXT Women's Championship, and depending upon which main roster she's going to, we don't know whether she's going to go to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. William Regal is on the phone discussing the terms and which brand would better suit Asuka, whether she would go to Raw or SmackDown. No matter which one she goes to, the Women's Revolution will be taken to a whole nother level. Which, by the way, for those of y'all who don't have WWE Network like I do, and you know what, I'm gonna go ahead on Friday, right? I'm gonna go ahead and watch some NXT. Some WWE Network exclusives, right? Like I'm gonna watch Finn Balor, and I'm gonna watch Kurt Angle, and they talked about this tonight, the Women's Revolution. How they went from cheap stunts to bra and panties matches and pillow fights to becoming superstars and making a revolution. Next match going on at NXT, you have the team of Heavy Machinery, who only lost one match against the former NXT Tag Team Champions of the Authors of Pain. Yeah, they took on some newcomers. All I can say is this: they chewed them out, they spat them out, doing that compactor maneuver, which is like this. One member of heavy machinery picks him up, right? Like he's gonna do a world's strongest slam. The other team member runs to the ropes, doing a leapfrog on the guy, and the guy is still holding the guy, right? His opponent has gonna do the world's strongest slam, right? And as the team member comes down doing a leapfrog, both members of heavy machinery crushes one opponent. So it's like a world's strongest slam, but with a little mixture of leapfrog. And according to the combined weight of those guys, that is 650 pounds crushing one guy. And all I can say is, you do not want to be on the other end of the compactor finishing maneuver. Now let's talk about the main event. Roderick Strong and SmackDown's newest superstar, Bobby Roode. Now, Bobby Roode said before he has some unfinished business with NXT. First, he said he wants to take out Roderick Strong, and then he's coming for Drew McIntyre's NXT title. Now, the main event, all I gotta say about that, I would give that an A. Why? Close pinfalls. It was back and forth. I mean, Roderick Strong, let me tell you what I learned about Roderick Strong tonight. He loves using those backbreakers. I mean, he's been targeting Bobby Roode's back all through the match, doing this type of backbreaker, that type of backbreaker. Bobby Roode doing his patented, what's his name again? Arn Anderson spine buster outside of the ring, which saying, hey, you want to target my back? I'll target yours too. Then Roderick Strong doing a big, humongous superplex to the Glorious One, leading to a close 1-2, but nope. Then Bobby Roode want to go ahead and try to do a glorious DDT. Roderick Strong wasn't having that. He countered it. He's doing a couple of high impact Triple H knee strikes. Once, twice, throwing him into the corner, running it, doing it again. And then we try to go for his strong backbreaker. Bobby Roode countered it. Strong tried to go for another high impact knee to the face. He almost hit the referee because Bobby Roode ducked. Bobby Roode hit the glorious DDT. But Roderick Strong rolled over close to the ropes. I don't know if Bobby Roode caught that. And referee counted 1, 2. Roderick Strong put his foot on the rope. Just like when Bobby Roode did when Bobby Roode and Roderick Strong fought for the NXT title. What goes around comes around. That made Bobby Roode mad, right? He picked Roderick Strong up by his face and said, "You are an embarrassment to yourself and to your family." He just slaps Roderick Strong, and that woke up Roderick Strong to do 2 more high impact Triple H knees to the face, and I mean smack dab knees to the face. And then Roderick Strong doing his strong backbreaker, which is like this. He holds him up like he's going to do a suplex, right? Lifts him up, right? Like he's going to do a suplex, right? But as he lifts him up, lets him go. He lets him go, right? Doing a release suplex, and then Roderick Strong catches him and does a backbreaker, but it's a backbreaker combo. Yeah, that's called a strong backbreaker. It's a suplex combination of a backstabber, right? And then the whole NXT universe was so psyched and so hyped up. They were chanting, "One more time! One more time!" He picked up Bobby Roode, right? And Roderick Strong did the exact same thing to Bobby Roode like he did before. After Bobby Roode lost his NXT title to Drew McIntyre, he blew he blew Bobby Roode a kiss one more time, and then giving Bobby Roode another strong backbreaker, which led to an upset win over the Glorious One. So, where does that leave? Where does that leave Bobby Roode at next? Will we just say, you know what? Hey, he got it. Hey, I'll just go ahead and just stay over on the SmackDown roster. Will that be it for Bobby Roode? Who knows? But while Roderick Strong was celebrating his well-deserved victory, here comes Drew McIntyre to the ramp, pointing at him, saying, "Man, hey, you got it, man. You got it." Holding up his NXT title, letting Roderick Strong know, hey, man, hey, you got first dibs on my championship. And then just when those two was having a moment stare down, Drew McIntyre once again got attacked by Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole doing a spike DDT to Drew McIntyre. Security comes down. They fought through security. And then when Regal came, all three men scurry out of there saying, "This is," and they were telling William Regal, "Hey, this is our NXT. We attack whoever we want, when we want, until we get what we want." And William Regal was chasing them outside the building, and I think it was either Bobby Fish or Kyle O'Reilly. One of those two was telling William Regal, hey, we're doing you a favor, man. We're doing you a favor." And that's how NXT ended. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video real quick. So, thank y'all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And you also find me on social media. You can find me on Twitter as Hitman Styles 1. Even though I'm not the Phenomenal One, that title belongs to the phenomenal AJ Styles. You can also find me on Instagram as Ches the Hitman Styles, and Facebook as well, cause I ain't a hard guy to find. And also, once again, I want to take this time to thank my very first 10 subscribers. That just shows me right then and there. That shows me right there you guys want to show some support. I really do appreciate it. Please keep on showing your support, guys, to me and to Wrestling Guru 301, otherwise known as my boy Dave. So with that being said, WWE Universe and YouTubers all around the world, thanks for watching this. I'll give y'all a too sweet. And God bless y'all. Good night.